Good morning, champions. 2025 is here, and I've got one question for you. Are you ready to build the strongest, most unstoppable version of yourself? Most people drift through life carrying the same patterns, the same excuses, the same stories that hold them back. Not you, not today. Today we draw the line. Today we burn the old blueprint of who we used to be and design the version of ourselves that dominates this year. The past is heavy. It clings to you, whispering old stories of failure, doubt, and missed opportunities. It tries to convince you that because things have always been a certain way, they will always stay that way. But here's the truth. The past is nothing more than a story you keep telling yourself. And if you want to rebuild yourself in 2025, the first thing you must do is burn that old blueprint. Think about it. Every belief you hold about yourself, every expectation you have for your life, every limitation you feel shackled by, they all come from past experiences. Maybe you failed at something before and now you hesitate to try again. Maybe someone told you that you weren't good enough and you believed them. Maybe you've spent years reinforcing patterns of procrastination, self-doubt, or fear of success. But what if none of that was real? What if the only thing keeping you from the life you want is your attachment to a version of yourself that no longer serves you? Most people live their lives as prisoners of their past. They replay old mistakes, relive old pain, and reinforce old limitations. And as long as you continue to identify with those stories, you'll keep getting the same results. If you see yourself as someone who always struggles, you will continue to struggle. If you see yourself as someone who isn't disciplined, you will always find excuses. But the moment you decide to drop that story, truly let go of it, you open yourself to transformation. This isn't about pretending your past didn't happen. It's about realizing that it doesn't define your future. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past failures. You are not the opinions of others. You are whatever you decide to be, starting now. The only way to rebuild yourself is to destroy the old version first. That means cutting ties with disempowering beliefs, toxic habits, and outdated ways of thinking. It means stepping into discomfort and embracing the unknown, even when it scares you. Reinvention isn't comfortable. It requires you to challenge everything you thought was true about yourself. It demands that you confront your fears head on and refuse to let them dictate your choices. The blueprint you've been following up until now was created by past experiences, external influences, and societal expectations. But 2025 is your chance to design a new one that reflects the person you truly want to become. The only way to do that is to burn the old blueprint completely. Not tweak it, not modify it, burn it to the ground. Strip away every excuse, every hesitation, and every limiting belief. The past is over. The only thing that matters now is what you choose to do next. Because once you let go of who you were, you free yourself to become who you were always meant to be. Your mind is the command center of your life. Everything you do, every action you take, and every result you create starts in one place, your thoughts. If your mind is wired for doubt, hesitation, or negativity, then no matter how hard you try, you'll always feel like you're fighting an uphill battle. But if you master your mindset, you unlock the power to create, dominate, and achieve at a level you never thought possible. Most people don't control their minds control them. They react to circumstances, emotions, and external influences without realizing they have the power to choose their thoughts. They let fear dictate their decisions. They let past failures shape their expectations. They let self-doubt hold them back from taking action. But here's the truth. Your mind is like a muscle. It can be trained. It can be conditioned. And once you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your destiny. The first step is becoming aware of the internal dialogue running your life. Every day, you tell yourself stories about what's possible, what you're capable of, and what your future holds. Are those stories empowering you or holding you back? The most successful people in the world don't have fewer obstacles than you. They don't have more time or easier paths. What they have is a mindset that refuses to accept limitations. They expect success, they expect growth, they expect breakthroughs, And because they expect it, they create it. Your beliefs shape your actions. If you believe you're not good enough, you won't take bold steps toward your goals. If you believe success is only for the lucky or the talented, you won't push through challenges. But if you start to reprogram your mind, if you start feeding it thoughts of strength, resilience, and certainty, you'll begin to act differently. And when you act differently, everything in your life shifts. Mastering your mindset isn't about pretending challenges don't exist. It's about deciding that no matter what happens, you will rise. When fear shows up, and it will, you don't let it control you. When setbacks happen, and they will, you don't take them as signs to quit. Instead, you use them. You learn from them. You let them make you stronger. The greatest champions in life aren't fearless. They are relentless. They feel the fear and take action anyway. They fail and try again. They get knocked down and get back up stronger. If you want to change your life in 2025, the first thing you must change is your mind. Train it daily. Feed it with powerful thoughts. Eliminate negativity, whether it comes from people, the news, or your own self-talk. Condition yourself to think like a winner, because once your mindset shifts, your actions shift. Once your actions shift, your results shift. And once your results shift, there's no limit to what you can achieve. The difference between people who succeed and those who don't isn't intelligence, talent, or luck. It's action. The world is full of people with great ideas, big dreams, and detailed plans, but very few actually execute. Thinking about change doesn't create change. Wishing for success doesn't make it happen. Only massive, relentless action turns a vision into reality. If you want to rebuild yourself in 2025, you can't wait for the perfect time, the perfect strategy, or the perfect mindset. You must move, and you must move now. Most people get stuck in analysis paralysis. They overthink, they second guess, they seek endless validation before making a decision. They wait for motivation, but motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes, and if you rely on it, you'll never build momentum. Action is what creates motivation, not the other way around. The moment you start moving forward, no matter how small the step, you shift your entire energy. One step turns into two turn into 10. Before you know it, you've built momentum, and momentum is the key to success. The biggest trap people fall into is waiting for clarity before taking action. They think they need to have every step planned out before they begin. But clarity comes from action, not the other way around. You don't need to see the whole staircase. You just need to take the first step. Once you do, the next step reveals itself. The only way to figure out what works and what doesn't is by doing. Planning is valuable, but nothing teaches you more than real-world experience. Taking massive action also means committing fully. Dabbling won't get you anywhere. If you go in with 1 foot in and 1 foot out, you're already setting yourself up for failure. Success requires total immersion, mentally, physically, and emotionally. It means eliminating distractions, cutting off excuses, and putting yourself in situations where progress is the only option. It's about making a decision so strong that you refuse to accept anything less than success. This kind of action isn't just about doing more, it's about doing the right things with intensity and urgency. It's about attacking your goals with such relentless focus that obstacles don't stand a chance. When most people face setbacks, they slow down or stop. But when you are committed to massive action, you push through, you adjust, you learn, and you keep going until you get the result you want. There is no try, there is only do or do not. Excuses will always be available, but so is success. The question is, which one will you choose? The person who takes action, even imperfect action, will always outperform the person who waits for the perfect moment. Every second you hesitate is a second wasted. The time will pass anyway, so you might as well use it to build something extraordinary. Move fast, fail fast, learn fast, and most importantly, keep going. Your body is the foundation of everything you do. It's the engine that powers your mind, your emotions, and your ability to take action. If your body is weak, tired, or sluggish, no amount of motivation or ambition will carry you to the finish line. Energy is the currency of success. The higher your energy, the more you can create, the more you can push through obstacles and the more unstoppable you become. Most people fail to reach their potential not because they lack intelligence or opportunity, but because they don't have the energy to sustain their efforts. If you want to rebuild yourself in 2025, you must condition your body to perform at its peak. The first thing to understand is that your physical state directly impacts your mental state. You can have all the best strategies in the world, but if you wake up every day feeling exhausted, foggy, and unmotivated, none of those strategies will matter. Energy fuels focus, drive, and resilience. When your body is thriving, your mind follows. You think clearer, you react faster, and you make better decisions. You ever had a day where you felt unstoppable, fully energized, fully alive? You know the power of a strong body. Now imagine feeling like that every single day. That's what conditioning your body is about. It starts with movement. Your body was designed to move, not sit in a chair for hours hunched over a screen. When you move, you generate energy, you activate your muscles, increase circulation, and release endorphins that boost your mood and motivation. Whether it's lifting weights, running, yoga, or simply stretching and walking, movement is non-negotiable. You don't need to be an athlete, but you do need to train your body with intention. Strength, endurance, flexibility, these aren't just for aesthetics. They are the pillars of longevity and vitality. The next factor is what you put into your body. Food is fuel, and the quality of that fuel determines your performance. If you're constantly eating processed, high sugar, or nutrient deficient foods, you're setting yourself up for low energy, brain fog, and sluggishness. But when you fuel your body with whole, nutrient-dense foods, lean proteins, healthy fats, complex carbs, and plenty of hydration, you create a sustainable energy system that supports high performance. What you eat affects how you think, how you feel, and how you show up every day. Then there's recovery. High achievers often overlook the importance of rest, but without proper recovery, you burn out. Sleep is where your body repairs itself, where your mind processes and strengthens new ideas, where your nervous system resets. Poor sleep leads to poor focus, low energy, and decreased resilience. If you want to operate at the highest level, you must prioritize deep, quality sleep. Every top performer, whether in business, sports, or life, understands that energy is everything. If you don't take care of your body, you are operating at a fraction of your potential. The stronger, healthier, and more energized you become, the more powerfully you can execute in every area of life. Who you are today is a result of who you've believed yourself to be. Your identity is the core of everything you do. Your habits, your decisions, your confidence, and your ability to create the life you want. If you want to truly rebuild yourself in 2025, you cannot just change your actions. You must change your identity. You must decide to become the kind of person who naturally succeeds, naturally follows through, and naturally operates at a higher level, because once you shift your identity, everything else falls into place. Most people try to change their lives by focusing on behavior. They say, I need to be more disciplined, or I need to stop procrastinating. But behavior follows identity. If you see yourself as someone who struggles with consistency, no amount of willpower will override that belief long term. If you see yourself as someone who always fails, your subconscious mind will find ways to confirm that story. But when you shift your identity, when you tell yourself a new story, your actions change effortlessly. If you believe you are disciplined, you don't have to force discipline. If you believe you are successful, you will naturally make choices that align with success. Your identity is the thermostat that sets the temperature of your life. If you don't change it, no matter how hard you push, you'll always revert back to your old patterns. The first step to designing a new identity is deciding who you want to become. Get specific. If you want to be someone who is fit and strong, what does that version of you do daily? If you want to be wealthy, how does a wealthy person think, act, and make decisions? If you want to be confident, what kind of body language, tone of voice, and presence does a confident person have? Instead of hoping you'll get there one day, start stepping into that identity now. Act as if you already are that person. Speak the way they would speak. Move the way they would move. Make decisions based on their standards. The more you align your daily actions with your new identity, the faster the transformation happens. Your environment plays a huge role in reinforcing your identity. If you are surrounded by people who don't push themselves, who accept mediocrity, or who doubt your vision, you will struggle to hold on to your new identity. You must place yourself in environments that challenge you, elevate you, and support the person you are becoming. Read books that reinforce your mindset. Listen to podcasts that align with your goals. Surround yourself with people who already embody the identity you are stepping into. The more you immerse yourself in that world, the more natural it becomes. You are not stuck with the identity you've had up until now. Every single day, you have the power to rewrite who you are. Identity is not fixed, it's a choice. The question is, what will you choose to believe about yourself starting today?